Working on this Flying Dino game using MIT App Inventor. You can see this is our first screen, okay, of our game, and you will see here let's play button also. So once you click on this button, the game will start. So here's some sound and up and down all the buttons. Let me show you the main screen of this game. So let's click on let's play button and you'll see one dialog. Let me just turn off the sound. Click on sound button to turn off the sound. Okay, so let's make it down, and if you just touch, you see the game over. Let's play again. So this is the overall game that I have created using the MIT App Inventor. This is really amazing. There you can add the scores option, you can do lot more thing in this game. So this is just a first demo of this game. I'm trying to improve this game more. I'm gonna show you one more thing here. As you can see here, this is the right now is the night time. Okay, so after some seconds you will see here the daytime also, but you need to survive. Okay, so let's survive. So let's try this. Okay, I'm gonna show you the daytime also of this game. Oh, go down, go down, go down, and let's see where is. Okay, go up, go up, go up, go up. Shit. So let's try to survive. Okay, so here we are. Let's go to the down. I hope there's no. Okay, let's wait. Oh, it's a down. Oh, see, now you can see here, this is the daytime we are here. See, this is the daytime of our game. We have two times, it's like a night time and the daytime. So sound off, and it's game over. Okay, so this is the overall game that I have created using the MIT App Inventor. So I'm going to show you how you can create this game using MIT App Inventor. Hello inventors, so in this video I'm going to show you how we can create the Flying Dino game using MIT App Inventor. So here we go. So click on new project, and my project name is Dino Flying Game. Okay, and click on okay. This is our first screen, blank screen. Now we need to create here 3 screens. Okay, so for that I'm going to use your layouts. First for the play game, second screen for the main screen, and third is our game over screen. So I'm going to just click on the layout and just drag and drop the vertical arrangement like this, and make this width and height as fill parent like this. Okay, and make this vertical arrangement. So like game start vertical arrangement layout. Okay, and okay. Now I'm gonna just copy paste 2 times. Just Control C or Command C or Command V like this. Now we have 3 layouts. Second layout, I'm gonna just make this is a main layout. So game is like main screen, and then this is the vertical arrangement. So just use here vertical arrangement layout. Okay, and then click on okay. So this is the main screen. Third one is our game over screen. So rename this also and just say here game over VA vertical arrangement layout like this. So now we have 3 layouts. Okay, so let's work on the first one. So I'm going to just hide this one visual, make it off like this, and make it like this. And this is our layout first. Okay, this is our first screen. So I'm going to drag and drop here one button. So you click on user interface and just drag and drop one button here, and make that button in the bottom. So click on this layout and make this horizontal should be center, and then vertical should be bottom like this. But I need that button somewhere like this. So I'm going to use here one label, like just drag and drop, not image, label like this here, and make that label blank like this, and just click on the height and make this height is like 30% or make it 20%. So our button is here, and just click on that button text and just say here start game. This is our button. Make this shape like rounded like this. Make it font is like around 30, and or like it's, let's make it 24. Let's click on the background color. So I'm going to use your other color plates. So I'm going to use this color plate. Like let's copy this code. MIT App Inventor. Go to the background color of that button. Change this to something like this. Change the text color. So I'm going to just make it this one as a text, and just change the text color like custom and paste it like this. Okay, this is the starting. I'm going to add the background image of that layout. So click on layout, you will see here the option of image. Click on this, click on upload file and click on choose file. So I already have one image. Okay, so this is a Dino Game and you can see here I have one image. Just make sure don't upload very high resolution images. Okay, click on open and just okay. So this is our start game. Okay, now what you can do here, you can just change that button color also, but because this is not matching to our image, so I'm going to just make that color plate. Go here and try this one. Go to the custom and change the background color like this. Okay, like this. Now this is a start game. This is one screen. Okay, now make sure click on the screen and change that name is like Flying Dino Game like this. Okay, title this. Now I'm gonna just hide this because this screen is completed. Okay, now just visual off and I'm gonna just work on the game over screen for now. Let's visual it. Done. Now game over layout, I need one more background image for that. So I'm gonna just click on the image option, click on the upload file, click on the choose file, and you can see I have one image for the game over, this one. Okay, I'm gonna just upload that game over screen here like this. Now I need to add one button here, so drag and drop one button like this, and the same thing we need to do for this also, like make it center, make it in the bottom, and use one label or something to make this button in the upper. Like just remove the text from the label and make this height is like 20%, and you can just change that button text to something like replay or game over something replay. Okay, like this, and make it 24 like this, and change the background color like this, your color, and add it here like this. So this is our replay button. Okay, so we have created two screens here. The first one is the game start and then another one is the game over. Okay, now let's make it visual off also. Now go to the main screen and make it enable. This is our main game screen. Okay, now first of all I'm gonna add here two layouts. Okay, in the left side you will find the layout and just drag and drop the horizontal scroll arrangement. First one, that is important because we need to use here the scroll background. For that first one, this is the layout. Another I'm gonna use here the horizontal arrangement for the buttons like this. Okay, so let's make this horizontal arrangement to the fill parent like this, and this one horizontal scroll arrangement should be height fill parent, and the width is also fill parent like this. And click on this horizontal arrangement and make sure the height is like 20% or something like this. Now click on user interface and just drag and drop here some buttons like first. Okay, and just change that name, change that button color to something custom and make that color is like this, and just change the text color white, make that font bold, and then change the font size to around 18 or 20 something, and change that text to like up. Okay, because we need to use here two buttons. Okay, up, down, and the sound button. So I'm gonna make that width is like 20% is fine. Let's try. Yeah, just copy and paste 3 times. First one up, second one for the down like this, and third one is for the sound like this. Make all these buttons in a center like this, align center, and this is center like this. Now what you can do here, see this is the 20% not working, so I'm gonna just make it to the 30% like this. Cool, done. Now we have these buttons here. Now I'm gonna just change the background color of that horizontal arrangement to the black like this. Now we have this horizontal scroll arrangement here. Now we need to add the canvas. In the left side you will find the drawing animation. Just drag and drop the canvas like this and make that canvas height and width is fill parent like this. Okay, now this is our main screen of our game. Okay, where we are gonna play the game. So we need here 2 image split. First one, go to the drawing animation. This is image split, drag and drop one image. That is our hero, that is our main character. Okay, and one more image I need to use here. This is the something, second image for evil. So this evil is like something like, we need to make sure that should not touch our main character, or otherwise our game will over. Okay, so how we can do this? So it's simple. So first of all, I'm going to add here the one first character. So click on image split 1 and click on the image option here, this one picture option. Click on the upload file, click on the choose file. So I already have one, my hero is that cute, this dinosaur. So I'm gonna just open this file and click on OK. Now make sure we need to make that image split width and height is like, let's try 100 pixel and let's see how this will work with the 100 pixel width and height, and it's good. Okay, you can increase the size or decrease the size according to you. Now I'm gonna just make that image split to also the width and height is 100 pixel like this, and height is also 100 pixel like this. Now I need to add here the one evil also. So click on image split 2, click on the picture, click on the upload file, click on choose file, and you will see here I have one images. One more is this one. Okay, this is the evil that I'm gonna just add on here. This one, cool. Now we have two characters in our game. Now we need to add the background. Okay, so because we need to move our background also, like we need to do the something like Mario or something like that. We use the play like Dino game. Okay, so how we can add the background and images? So I have created one image and the Canva. So you can also do it like this. So what do you need to do here? Go to the Canva. Here the Canva. In this Canva, click on the custom size and make sure the width should be 8000 pixel and the height is around 500 pixel. Okay, 8000 is too long, so we can have the background. Okay, long background. So click on the create new design, and here is our see, this is that will look like this. So what I need to do here, we need to add some images here. So let's go to the you can just choose that element like this here, this, or you can just go to the image here directly, or you can use this one, or otherwise it's fine totally. Now I'm just gonna drag and drop any image here like this. Okay, and you can use any images here. Okay, some of the images are like pro or some are the like without pro, like this one also. Okay, or try to use some image that will feel like the background is like, suppose the sunrise or sunset or something. Okay, sunrise or sunset. Let's try sunset. Right. Okay, like this. So I'm gonna just use this one picture, suppose this one. Okay, use the picture like this, or try to add some picture that can be like this. See, this is amazing. Cool. Now what do we need to do here? We need to click on the elements like this, and we need to add some mountains, like open the mountains like this, and we need to add like this. See, we have a lot of mountains, so you can use some free components. There are a lot of bad components also. See the free components here. So I just added the mountain here and just drag and drop that mountain in the bottom like this. See, can you see that this one mountain? Like you can just copy paste this 2-3 times and add multiple location. Okay, like this. Okay, here you can add a lot more like this. See this one like this you can do. Okay, you have multiple options, like you can add the trees also, like see this, these are the trees you can add. So you can make your own background like this. See, cool, amazing. So we need to just download that image from here, like click on share and you can see the download option like this, and just download this image, this Dino game, and I have the background image, two background image. Let me just open this. See, this one, first one is here, this one, and second one is the night one image. First one is the day image, and second one is the night image I have created. Okay, simple. So let's go to the MIT App Inventor here. Okay, and let's click on the canvas and make sure click on the background image and upload file. Click on choose file, and we have the one image is 1.png. That one, just open this. So it will take some more seconds. Yeah, done, I think. Yeah, see, look like this will look like this. So make sure you don't need to worry about that. That will be perfect. Okay, so don't worry about that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just click on the width is like automatic. Make it like this. Okay, just done. Now let's do one thing, because see, once I just select that image, you can see that I can drag my image like this. See now, so I need to move my image in the left to right like this. Okay, so how can I do this? So open a new tab, type here ai.colin3.cn. This is the website. Okay, so we just need to just open that website here, and we need to use the choose language is English. And you can see here, we need to use extension. Click on the my extension and you will see the scroll arrangement extension. Okay, where is scroll? Just type, search here, scroll. See, scroll arrangement handler. Click on this and just drag and drop, and you will just scroll down and you will see the download button. Click on the mirror, the website, and we have downloaded the AIX file. Okay, I will give you the link of this extension in the description. Okay, go to the MIT App Inventor. In the left side is the extension. Click on import extension. Click on choose file, and the download. You will see this the AIX file. Just open this and import. We are using this extension to scroll or that background. Okay. Now you can see horizontal scroll handle. Just drag and drop this. Okay. Now what we need to do, we need to use your timer. In the left side you will find the sensor and you will see the clock. Just drag and drop one clock, and I need to use two clock like this. So we have the clock that will define the character, how we need to display them. Okay. And this horizontal scroll will just scroll that overall background, and we have added almost complete design. So I'm gonna just do the code for this. I'm gonna do first code is like that is the main screen design is completed. Okay, now first we need to code for that game start layout. So once I click on that play button, like this button, so I need to display that main screen. Okay, screen. So we are on the main screen here now. Now we need to, whenever the user open the app, okay, so they can see the game start screen, not the main screen. So they will see look like this. Okay, like this. Now whenever they click on the start game button, so we need to display the main screen. So this is the button, and that button name is a button 1. Okay, so let's go to the block section and click on the button 1 here. And when someone click on this button, so we need to hide game start layout, this one. That should be visual false like this. Okay, false. And then we need to make sure the main screen should be enabled. So just you can see the main screen layout, this one, just enable and make it true. Done. So this will open our game, the main screen. So what will happen? That will be hide like this, and that will be enabled visual like this. Now we need to move our background here first. Okay, this is important thing. Now how we can do this? So let's go to the block. Okay, and you can see the option of this horizontal scroll handle, this one. So you can see the scroll register scroll view, this one. So we need to call this first of all. Okay, so we need to call it on the button click, or you can call it on the screen initialization also. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just call it on the play button, this one, button 1. So just call it like this. Okay, and which horizontal, which layout we need to scroll. So let's go to the block section. Okay, here go to design section, sorry, and see this is the main screen, this is the horizontal scroll arrangement that we need to move. Okay, so this is the horizontal scroll arrangement. So go to the block and you will see here the horizontal scroll arrangement, this one. So we need to just call it here like this. Okay, now what we need to do here, we need to move this very smoothly. Okay, so how we can do this, how we can move it? Okay, so there is one option for that. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just scroll it by every few seconds. So for that we need a timer. So I'm gonna use the clock one. So whenever the clock one is run, okay, then I need to scroll it. So you can see here, then again to scroll view handler, and you will see the scroll by pixel, scroll to this one. Okay, or you can use the scroll by pixel, that is the option. Scroll by pixel you can use, and what will happen, just drag and drop it here like this. And I'm gonna just use here the pixel is around 10 pixel. Okay, suppose this one like this. So this will scroll by 10, but when this will be scroll, go to the clock, and clock 1 is here. That will be scroll every 10 seconds. So I don't want to, I want to scroll this 10 times in 1 second. So that will look so smooth. Okay, like this. Okay, now let's go to the block. So our background is running now. Okay, now what we need to do here, now we need to scroll our this component, this image spread 1 also, because background can scroll, but we need to scroll this too. Okay, so how we can do this? So let's go to the block section and just select the image spread 1 here, and that should be moved, this one, call it here. And the timer, because our background is also moving, okay, that's why we need to move our component also. But at what px we need to move, okay, where we need to move it. So it's simple, we need to use a simple formula like maths. Just here this plus icon, and we need to move every 10 pixel because we are moving our scroll also the 10. Okay, the same thing we need to do for our dino also. Okay, but we need to get the current position. So current position is image speed 1.x, this one, like this. Okay, and for the y value, I'm gonna just make it as it is. So x is the y value, like this. This is done. Okay, now our component, that is the scrolling, that are moving. Now we need to display that eval in the random position. Okay, so how we can do this? And we need to move it the front of this or this image speed 1. Okay, so how we can do this? So go to the block. So I'm going to use here another timer, it's clock 2. Okay, and that will run in every 5 seconds because I can't display that every 1 second. So I'm going to display it in every 5 seconds. So in the every 5 seconds that eval will display. So I'm going to just here when clock 2 will run. So I need to display the image speed 2. So I'm going to just call it like this, same, but that should be like 2. But see, here's one thing, like image that should be equal plus 500. Okay, in the front, like if suppose or here this is dino, so that will display after 5 pixel. It means that will be here around. Okay, so we have a time to to save our that dino. Okay, we have time. So that's why we are using the 500px. So let's go to the block. But here you can see there's one more thing you can do. You can use one random thing for the y position because we can't display that in the same direction, same position. We can display in the top like this here. We can display in the bottom like this here. Okay. So how we can do this? So for that, I'm going to use here the random condition for the y value. So y value is go to the maths and you will see the y value is here. Just drag and drop it. Now we need to display the y value random. So first of all, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use here the random this. I'm going to use the maths, use the minus, just drag and drop the minus, random value by 1 to the 500 you can add, and image split that should be 1 y minus 1 to 100. Okay, so that will be display like here, or that can be here or something like this, because we need to use this in a bottom, every bottom, because that will display in the correct position then. So every time we need to eval in the up position, like here in the higher position, that's why we need to minus the y value. Okay, so like this, that we need to do simple. Now that will run every 5 seconds. So we have a eval. Next, let's go to the design. So that can be display here, that can be display here, but we need to save this. So we need to use a up and down button. Okay, so how we can do this? So let's go to the button, like click on the button, like button 3, go to the block, and once people click on the button 3, so here's button 3. So like this. So we need to move this into the up position. Okay, so how we can do this? We need to decrease the y value for that. So for that, I'm going to just use here the again move function like this and call it here, and we need to move the image split. Okay, like this, and we need to make sure that x should be the same. Okay, we are not changing the x, we are changing the y value also, and we need to use the minus component. So go to the maths and you will see here the minus, call it here. So image split dot y minus the random. I'm going to just once one people click on this, so that will be minus by 10 like this. But we need to do for the button 4 for the plus. Let's see, the button 4 is right. Yes, this is button 4 further down. So we need to increase the y value for that. Okay, so for the button 4, let's click on the button 4 and we need to increase the value. Then we need to use the maths function plus sign like this. Okay, sorry, like this here. Okay, and then we need to use the y and then use the plus 10 like this. Simple. Cool. Now what we have done, we are moving our background, we are moving this, we are moving this too also, and we need to do one more thing here. We are displaying this. Okay, so we need to use it up and down. We have done. We need to use the sound option also. So there's no sound for now. So let's click on the upload file, click on choose file. So I already have one mp3 file, this one. So I'm going to upload this. Okay, open this. And I'm going to use here the left side, will see the media option. You will see the player, just drag and drop that player. So whenever someone open our app, so that player will start. Okay, so click on the player, this here, click on and you can see that it starts. But when we will start once the people click on the button 1 to play our game, like this one, we will start that here, like this. Okay, we'll do that. Nice. Now let's go to the design. Let's make sure the player one dot, that source of that should be the mp3 file, that one. Okay, cool, done. Now we need to click on the sound. Okay, so we need to, once we click on the sound button, so we need to turn off our sound. So for that, go to the block, and you will see here the button 5th, sorry. So this one, but we need to use the if else condition. So we don't need to use the two buttons to turn off or turn on the sound. So we'll use a simple condition, control if, and click on the player. Okay, you can see here that it's playing. Okay, if it's playing, then we need to stop this. Okay, then we need to stop this. If it's not playing, it means else. Then we need to start this. Player dot start, like this. So that will work, once you click on the button, so that will stop, and again you click, that will start, then we stop, then it stop, like this. Okay, here we're done. Now let's go to the design. We have done the code for the up, down, sound button, background moving, that component moving, that component moving. Now we need to use here the once the collide with that evil collide with our Dino. Okay, here this one. So what will happen? We need to open the game over screen. Okay, this is the second part where we have learned how we can do this. In the last part, we have learned about the game over screen. So how we can. So now we need to code for like if our Dino collide with the evil. So we need to make our game over and we need to display the another screen. Okay, so how we can do this? So it's very simple as that. Let's go to the block. Okay, first we'll check that this is the image split 1, right? Open the main screen, this one. So go to the block and we need to just search here. We need to just click on the image split 1 like this. And see here, image split 1 collide with. If image split collide with anything, okay, then we need to make our game over. Okay, so or you can do here condition like if that collide with the particular only image. Okay, so or like if, like suppose let's try if, okay, and logic and equal, if image split collide, then if image split collide with other, and this is the other, and other is what? Other is something, this is our evil. Okay, and that evil image is like image split 2 like this. If that image split 2, just drag and drop it here. Okay, zoom it. If it's image split 2, then we need to make our game over. So we need to display our another screen. We need to, first of all, we need to hide our main layout. Okay, like this, set visual, turn off, okay, false, like this. And we need to just display our game over screen. So select the game over layout, this one, and make it true like this. Okay, but once we do this, we need to disable the timer also. Okay, so we need to just use here, what we can do, we can use the procedure. Okay, so what the procedure is something like you can call the code, okay, using the bulk, like clock is set, timer is like suppose clock false, this procedure name is clock, okay, clock off, or I'm gonna create one more procedure for clock on, because we need to use that for multiple time. Okay, so clock interval 1 should be true, okay, like this, and that is the false. Okay, that should be, okay, no, not sorry, interval, that should be enable, I'm sorry, that should be false. Okay, false. And same thing we need to do for the another, like clock 2, that is also will be false, like this. In the clock on procedure, I'm gonna call the same thing. Okay, so like this, copy paste, and but I need to just make it the true, like true, and just copy paste this one also here and just make it also true, the clock 2 also, like this. Now we need to call it, so just click on procedure, you see the clock off, we need to call clock off. Okay, like this. And make sure we need to disable both clock in the initial, timer enable should be false. Go to the block, and once the game or start, like this play button is here, this one, okay, this is button 1. So once our game will start, we need to call it again procedure for the clock on, this one. So our game will start, and our horizontal and our layout will start moving like this. So this is done for now. Now what we need to do here, let's try like what we need to do here. Whenever we click on the another button, like we have just the main screen, we'll come back again here. Like let's open the game over screen. Once the game is over, so that screen will display, but we need to click on the replay button, right? And which replay button? Button 2. So once the people click on the button 2, like game over screen like this, so I'm gonna just do that code and here. Okay, so once the people click on the button 2, we need to do the same thing as like we need to first of all we need to enable the timers. So I'm going to use the procedure to enable timer first of all. Then we need to enable the layout also. Like see here, you can see the main screen, make sure that should be enabled true, and the layout game over screen should be disabled, so make it game over screen, that should be false like this. Okay, once we start this, okay, but we need to stop that sound once the game is over. So let's first do one thing, player, and you'll see the start that you can do here like here, but we need to stop it once the collide. So we need to turn it off on here once the collide image split collide. So we need to stop this sound because our game is over, that's why, like this. Okay, now one thing is important here because we need to use here the let's go to the main screen here and game overload. See, we need to do one main thing is like we need to use our that background should be infinite loop. Okay, so how we can do this? So for that we need to go to the block here, and we need to set the option like horizontal scroll here, and you will see the option of horizontal scroll handler reach right hand. Okay, reach left and reach right hand, this one. Okay, call it here. Once this reach the right hand, so we need to do one thing, we need to set our horizontal, we need to set that should be the again to the left. Okay, so how we'll do that? So it's simple, is like set, and you'll see the horizontal scroll handle scroll left hand, so left hand, this one. So again that will set to the left, and again that can again scroll like this. But here we need to do one more thing here, we need to move our image split also to the in the front. So how we can do this? So simple is like we need to do for that, like go here, image split 1 is in here, and see the move like this, and we need to call the x value is maths, go here, and just x value is 10, and the y value you can just select the image split.y because there is no changes on the image split. Or you can, this is defined by you because you have just used the ups and down button, so that will be in the same position like this. Okay, now what you can do here, there's a lot more option is like once we can do here, one thing option we can do, we can change the image also. Here you can see I have added here one.png image. Okay, this is for the night, but if you want to display the day also, so how we can do this? So I'm going to just upload one more file here, click on choose file, 2.png, and this is for the night. I think this is day 1 and this is day 2 for the night. So I'm going to use here that night image. Okay, upload this image, go to the blocks, it will take some seconds to upload. Okay, so here I'm going to use the if else condition. Okay, simple, to display to the night or day. Okay, so simply I'm going to just use here the logic if. Okay, if 1.png is equal, so just 1.png, you can how I get that 1.png, simple click on anywhere on the screen, just type here 1.png like this, your image name. Okay, and just drag and drop it here. 1.png is equal to the canvas. Here you can see, here we have canvas dot background image. You can see the background, so let's do here background image, this one. If that is the background image, suppose 1, then we need to set that background image to something else. Simple as like background image can be the 2 like this, 2.png. Okay, else I'm gonna use here, simply use the first one. If there is no first, there will be 2. If there is only first, then there will be 2. Okay, if they equal to false, then we need to set the 2.png. If this condition is false, it means there is a 2, then we need to set it to 1. Okay, so that will perform the night and day like this in our game. So set that code like this here. This is for button 1, this is for clock like this. You can do a lot more thing in this. Okay, so I'm gonna just check all the things is fine or not here. if there is anything missing. So I'm gonna just add all the things. Okay, so let me just check it once the code. So I'm gonna test this. Let's go to the design. Okay, I'm gonna just make it that layout visible, that layout main screen to the turn off, and let's try how this will work. So this is the overall game that we have completed, the Flying Dino game. So there are a lot more possibilities to add something. Is like we can add here the scores option. So we can add one more timer and we can increase the score option, and we can use one level and we can increase that value by timer, and we can display at the end of the game or game over screen. That we can do. So that's the task for you guys, and just complete that task also, and just give me email me or just send me the comment or just comment me that we have completed the task. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just give you that whole code, whole AIF file on my website, thecodingbus.info. Okay, so you can download that whole code from that website. So thank you so much for joining this video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me on comment. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video and share this video. Have a nice day. Be safe. Bye bye.